Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Banks Boy back at it again, and the day has came. Yes, gameplay, gameplay is in full effect, and so we're gonna hop right into it. We're gonna check it out. You feel me? We're gonna see what they see. Matter of fact, let me go to YouTube. Let me go to YouTube, and we're gonna pull it up.
I'm not really one for the spotlight, but there is some gravy to be had. You know, I always seem to get primo parking. But you don't have to be a
Oh
VIP to
man.
get more than just savings with Geico. Every customer gets
Okay.
tip-top service with 24/7 fast, friendly claim support.
I never do this, but could I get a picture?
Yeah, it's not like you run into animal celebrities every day.
Stop! It's Doug the Pug! Doug! Doug!
I stand corrected.
I literally never do this.
We're hopping right into it. Hey, that's how you know it's live and unfiltered. You feel me? Like, I'll cut this part out and redo it.
I've heard your tapes. You're really good. I think we've got similar styles. So tell me
All
how you
right,
like
we're
it.
hopping straight into it, guys.
The same way I did it yesterday.
We're hopping straight into it. Let's look up NBA 2K. We're gonna watch the video. We're gonna we're gonna see
Five, four,
what we
three,
like.
two.
Let's see. Let's check it out.
Detroit. Got a surprise? I guess I got a co-host. What's your name again?
Well, it looks like I'm going to have to introduce myself. Hello, Detroit. I'm Monica Hurd with the Insight
Okay,
on
okay,
MyPLAYER.
between the
I'll be your
legs.
co-host, and
So they're saying you can do that in game now.
I think I need to let all
All
you
do
fans
motion
know
engine.
that
All
here's
right.
something you probably don't know. Modding is so good for
Wimby
you.
going crazy.
Is that
I
crazy?
like how they have James Harden because he's one of the guys that has a pit pat.
Sexy as eels.
Deal out daggers, enhance catch and shoot. Okay.
So, Martin, what's our topic today?
Put the clamps on, sharpen defense coverage,
Good. And how do you deal with it? So,
improve rhythm shooting. All right. I'm not a big fan of rhythm shooting, but we're gonna rock with it. The graphics are alright. I mean, for me, the graphics the last 5 years will kind of look the same. I don't think you can get any better with graphics than where we're at this point. So I'm not too
there would be no
excited about that. Oh, I
MyPLAYER
like that
without
move right there.
MyPLAYER.
Hopefully it works though. That's the thing. Like these moves, all these moves look good in the trailer,
Time to make friends.
but no one's gonna use a lot of these moves. They're not gonna get you space for real. All this looks cute, but is it gonna get us space, guys? Is it gonna get us space? That's the question.
Or maybe we
Once
can
again, you're
try
with
it.
Banks Boy right now. Banks Boy Gaming. Let's look at the. Okay, this is the video. This is the video right here. I'm gonna break down this whole video. Now I've only watched this video one time,
Who always gets the
but
first
I'm
dibble.
gonna watch it
Martin,
again.
would you like this?
You feel me? So let's go.
What's up, y'all? Terry Stillberg here with NBA 2K gameplay director Mike Wynn to break down this year's gameplay features for 2K26. Today, we'll discuss the new Pro Play motion engine, advanced rhythm shooting, and other advanced controls. Now let's get to it.
Well, you're pretty good.
This year, Pro Play technology is evolving, bringing more authenticity than
So
ever
you just
before
wait,
through
Martin. Just get
advancements in
started,
rhythm
honey.
shooting,
The best
new
is yet to come.
customization options on offense, an all-new dynamic motion engine,
I
and
love
much more.
being with you. And thanks for making this so
Okay.
suspense.
Let's see what they talking about, gang.
ProPlay powers the all-new dynamic motion engine. Using machine learning technology to make your matches feel more lifelike and realistic. Dynamic lower body pose matching adjusts the exact positioning of players' legs and feet on
That's
the court
cold.
to
If it
minimize
works, that
damage to
move is
opponents'
smooth.
frames and ensure that players launch, plant, and cut instantly. This is the biggest change to player movement since NBA 2K21, offering a fresh and authentic feel every time you step on the court.
And that's the same here on any kitchen
Like
brand.
I said, that it all matters if the stuff works. If that stuff works, we're in there. It's good
She
money.
doesn't look like a great actress, and she doesn't even look
More
like a dribbler.
responsive and
In fact,
authentic
Martin,
jump shots
she
that
looks nothing
simulate a
like you
true
say.
shooting motion.
Okay.
More intense
I like
defense
that. I
and
like
more
that
What
they're.
does she look like
That's
to
the
you?
thing I didn't like
defensive
before.
rhythm is the
That
real competition.
you can hit it up. It won't start shooting instantly. Now they're kind of saying that it's gonna start instantly. I'm liking that. I'm fucking with that.
baseballs in hands. As a shooter, that sounds awesome. But what about potential changes to the use of the post? Big men in NBA 2K26 will now be able to leverage all new signature go-to
Okay.
animations
Hey,
and
look, hold on.
facial animations.
We had, we gotta go back. Did y'all see that?
You told me you see me for dinner.
Hold on. We gotta go
Big
back.
men in NBA 2K26 will now be
Yes,
able to
honey.
leverage all new signature go-to.
Last night in bed?
We're back to the old meter game. Yes, that meter 2K25 was trash. Thank God they changed the meter back. Let's
Ghost
continue.
shots. The up when the shots take off the post. Players can lean into a host of viewpoints.
I'm so glad they changed the meter back.
Playing with your back to the basket is a lost art, but those who are able to
That's
master it
cold right
will
there. If you
never
could
be the
get that
same.
off and you get the space, it's gonna be problems. Them big men is about to do that. Them 7 footers about to kill
2K
that.
players were limited by a single signature layup package, but this year players can draw inspiration from around the league to mix and match standard layups
Oh,
with
that's
flashy three-point
cold.
boosters.
I can have James. I can have James Harden's Euro with Trey Young's floater and Kyrie. Oh,
And spins and determine exactly how they want to finish around the rim.
okay. I'm digging that. I'm digging that.
2K26 uses system vision technology to generate player-to-player collisions that are more reliable compared to previously scripted motion-captured animations. Coupled with new dynamic motion, this change improves the freedom of authentic movement for both the dribbler and ongoing
Oh,
play.
that's gonna be
That's also
so
been redesigned so players
crazy
can
for the
see more
cheese
automated
dribble
shots
guys.
when they're finishing around the rim, and they
If
can
this is
replay
what
the
if it's
action
what they're
so
saying,
that bigs will
it's
feel
gonna be
that
crazy
extra
for them.
mobility when roaming in the paint. Last but not least, we've added some new offensive controls to give players a more intuitive, deliberate, and free-flowing experience. Ball handlers can now shield themselves from steals by reacting with a quick protect attack. The introduction of quick protect will bring more balance and lead to more skill-based outcomes. You can even use it to put defenders in jail, just like Luka and other point guards love. For
The
smarter
thing,
shooters, you can use the
people
quick
been doing
protect
that
feature
anyway.
within the left trigger and catch and shoot shots. This will skip the dip and allow you to get your shots off
Hey, that
sooner
right there is
and
gonna
use
be
it more easily once you
crazy.
know how
Did
to
you see
place
how
it.
fast he did that? Look how fast he did that.
It's the new quick shot feature. By holding the left trigger,
Look at
you can
that.
catch and shoot shots. This will skip the dip and allow you
Look, that's crazy.
to get your shots off super quick like Klay Thompson. Slashers now have access to slow motion Euro step gathers, something we've been
Mm,
seeing a lot
mm.
lately, mainly from players like yourself.
So think about having Ant Man's slow motion Euro,
So
but then
shoot
also
your
having
defenders off and create space
like,
with a slow-mo finish.
yeah, that's gonna be crazy, bro.
Another requested feature is the ability to force right passes, which will allow you to beat a corner three or thread the needle to a quick teammate and avoid defenders by passing
I
through
like
space.
that. I like that. So you can force that pass now.
I can't wait to get my hands on 2K26 and experience these all new features for myself. Gameplay in NBA 2K26 is taking a giant leap forward with more personalization and variety, faster pace, and more skill-based gameplay. Whether you're a new player or a
You see
veteran,
fast he's moving right there? Look at that.
in NBA
Look how he's
2K26,
hitting them, hitting
players
that
will have
shit.
access
He's
to
bang,
more
boom,
personalization and
bang,
variety,
back in his shit.
faster pace,
Watch how
and more
fast
skill-based
Bronson is doing
gameplay.
that.
Whether you're a new
Look,
player
bang,
or a veteran,
bang.
every
That's gonna
second
be
of every
crazy
game
if it's
is worth
smooth
it.
like that. It's gonna be crazy. But
NBA
granted,
2K26 Superstar
no one's
is
touching this
now live.
person. So that's one thing you gotta take. When he's hitting that move right there, he's not getting a bump. No one's bumping him. No one's bumping him right there. I like everything I just seen. Um, let me pull up some stats. I'm just gonna read them off on my phone. It's all good. I read them off on my phone and see what what they're saying right now.
Well, just tell her to stop messing with you. That's all.
All right. So things we've learned from NBA 2K gameplay courtside report. First thing, 2K26 has a higher game speed, which is cool. I like the faster pace to a certain degree. Like I said, Bronson looked like he was moving all those dribbles, bang bang, bang bang. Like I said, all this depends on if it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. We're gonna use the same 5 dribble moves anyway. You know what I mean? Custom layup packages, like Like I said, I like the idea that I could have a James Harden Euro or Ant-Man's Euro, and then also have Trey Young's floater. I think that would be cool. That's a good thing. That's more what we want. So I'm cool with that. Um, I seen you can green rebounds, which it did show that in that video to a certain degree. But yeah. So if you time the layup, the rebound properly, it will receive a boost on your rebound and get a better chance to get in the rebound. All right, whatever. I mean, box the fuck out. You know what I mean? But I feel like, what if two people green at the same time? How does that work? So I don't kind of understand that. I don't see the purpose in that to a certain degree. Rhythm shooting is back. They did not mention it, giving a green bonus, but you can control how fast or slow your jump shot is based off the tempo and your push timing. So I like the new feature on that. I like that they're basically saying like when you start hitting down, it's gonna instantly start versus like before. Sometimes, me personally, that's the reason why I couldn't get a hang of it was because when I hit down, sometimes it didn't register like fast enough, and then flicking it up, you can't really have the same momentum. You actually kind of gotta. It's kind of like based off when he starts shooting. You know what I mean? And I just couldn't get a hang of it. Let me see what else. The new catch and shoot mechanics where you hold left trigger to get the shot off faster. I think that's cool. I think most people already been kind of doing that though. So I don't know. I feel like they're just telling us something that's already in the game. Like I think most people already hold. Some people I've heard this multiple times when people say, "Hey, hold left trigger while you're shooting to have your feet planted." I don't do it, but that's what the quick stop is in essence. I hope that doesn't see that makes it tricky. I hope people are not going to be able to dribble and then hit that left trigger and shoot real fast and just give them a faster shot. So hopefully it's only on stand still. That's what I'm hoping, or what they consider standstill, because that's another thing. You know what I mean? It gets tricky once they putting these new things into the game. How they're actually using it, how people are going to actually use it. That's the biggest thing. And if they're using it like if they're dribbling, like if you do a snatch back and shoot, it's considered a standstill shot. I don't know why, but it's considered a standstill shot. So therefore, if you do the snatch back and then you hit left trigger and shoot real fast, is it gonna glitch his hands up real fast or whatever the situation is? I don't know. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I digress. All right, the next thing that we learned. Let's take a look. You can now hold L2 in the middle of a euro and activate a slowdown euro. That's fire. So you're telling me I can start my euro, then hit left trigger, and he'll slow it down. So you either don't get blocked. So that's kind of tricky right there. Once again, so like, what are you saying? Like, all right, I'll have to see it to see if it works, cause some people fly out the gym. So I think that's cool though. I think it's cool. We see how it works. How about that? We'll just say that. Is green and miss will be everywhere, but the green windows will be bigger in lower difficulty modes and smaller in the higher difficulty modes. I was green and miss anyway. That's irrelevant to me, kind of, sort of. Like, I understood the logic behind like having a normal and then having all the other ones. It's kind of like a build up. Like, yeah, you might start on normal, and then you work your way up to high risk, high reward. So that's where I was at with it. So maybe I'm okay with it. I get the concept of it, but I've been high risk, high reward since day one. All right, what's next? There's a new mechanic called Quick Protect to help protect the ball from defenders, and it also allows you to put defenders in jail by getting them stuck on your hip. I think that's kind of what people was doing anyway, like crabbing. They're calling it in jail, but people have been crabbing anyway. And if you could do that, you get somebody behind you, and then you can shoot it. That's where it's going to get tricky at, because once again, based on how people are using it, they're gonna think about a strong guard. I always make my guard strong, but think about a strong guard against one of the more fast point guards. He's gonna basically put the motherfucker in jail, and if he get like you maneuver him to get behind you and shoot that three, and it's considered open, it's gonna be lights out. It's gonna be good night. You know what I mean? Excuse me, guys. All right, what's next? What's next? Um, there's a new way to angle your screens by slightly tapping the left stick. Okay, I mean, I ain't a screensaver. I'm the shooter gang. So all right, kudos to them. All right, defense will have more player to player contact. I'm not gonna lie. I'm okay with that, but I know like the cheese dribblers are gonna be really upset with that. I like to get a little bumpy, so like when I play defense, I always play up. So it's not like that's not gonna affect me. It's something I'm gonna be doing anyway. So it's all right, cool. It's better now. Um, I think that people are gonna feel some type of way initially. Not gonna like the defense. 2K is gonna tone it down because you're not gonna be able to score. We until we figure out all the moves, it's gonna be really hard to score, and people are gonna complain about it. So that's what's gonna happen initially. We know that. So cool. Um, but that bumpy stuff, I feel like low key, right? This 2K right now, where you can block somebody with a 25 block if you just like stay in front of them and they try and you just jump time it right because of like the bumpiness, right? So I'm just ready to see how that works on this next one. Of course, they always tell us a new motion engine, blah 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 blah. I could care less about that. I'm hoping that this is what I want. I want the moves to work. I don't want to see the same five moves every time. Like that's the biggest thing with here. Like you have some people that play a little bit different, but 9 times out of 10, everybody's doing the same move. And so when everybody's doing the same move, like it's kind of easy to stop them. Unless they're just like a lot of people. Some people know how to speed boost real well, and they'll speed boost you left and right. But like once you know what they're doing, you can kind of just stop the shit. So hopefully, different moves equal different moves, and we can have some moves that work. Hopefully, that's what I'm banking on. Hoping that the moves actually work. Let's see what else. 2K added signature go-to post shots. This is going to be extremely deadly. I think this is going to be very slept on. I think the bigs are going to cheese the dog shit out of this, and it's going to be unstoppable. You're going to have a 7-3, 7-4 guy doing this move, and he's going to make it every time because can't nobody contest it. It's almost like now, like my small forward is 6'9", right? And if you're not 6'9" or 6'7", I say 6'7". If you're under 6'7", I'm not scared to shoot. I'm gonna shoot it no matter where you're at on me because I'm gonna be open. So when I think about that, the way I shoot with my 6'9", I can imagine a 7-3 doing like a hook shot that can't nobody contest, and if he just knows the timing, he's gonna make it every time. So I'm a little worried about that. I'm not gonna lie. That's something I feel like people are gonna sleep on. They need to look around, look into. All right, so now you can throw a wrap pass around by double tapping B. Okay, I think that's kind of cool. I'm not a fan of I get it. I'll just say I get it. I understand it. When you're driving to the rim sometimes and you mash A for a pass and it gives you like a straight pass and it kind of basically throws it straight to the defender. The wrap pass only works if you and the guy you're passing it to are on the same page. So like yes, that's good, but it doesn't. It's not gonna deter the steals as much as people I think. Is anything is gonna telegraph that you're passionate, and they'll jump the pass even more. That's what I kind of think is gonna happen. But we will see. Let's see what's next. What's next on the list? Well, I think we got a couple things left and then I think that's it. They revamped the signature size ups. Okay, hopefully they work. Like I said, it sounds like a broken record at this point. If the moves work, all the moves work, and we don't have the same five dribble moves that everybody's using, I'm all for it. Like I said, like when I do uh Zach Levine step back. I want to have almost the same amount of. I want to have the same amount of success or space with Jalen Brunson's. You get what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't be. Oh, this one just works so much better. Like nah, these all are technically like superstar players that we're gonna make signature moves with. They all should work to a certain degree. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of the moves do not work. I think only, like I said, a good 5 or 6 moves people rotate around, and I just hope that the other moves work now at this point. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. So we will see. Let's see. I think we got two more things left. Uh, Alley oops will now pop up. Oh my lord! I think this is the worst shit. Alley oops will pop up a random button between A, B, X, and Y instead of just X, and you would have to click the button and and react in time to make this to make it. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's not too good to me. I don't think that's a great idea. I do not think that's a great idea at all. I think that's gonna make it even harder. Making it harder is not gonna make it better. I mean, maybe it's a skill, but once again, like you're basically telling somebody to pick a button within 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Not saying it's hard, but like it gotta be. Come on, that's a little too much. I'm not a fan of that. Last but not least, we have sliding on defense should be gone. Okay, I hear you, buddy. I do not. I don't. Whatever. All right. I mean, I don't slide on defense too much anyway. I think you're sliding on defense because your perimeter defense is low. I think people are not. They want to do more with less. And when I say that, it's like you have a 80 rebound and you expect to get 10 rebounds a game, and there's people out here with 90, 10 attributes higher than you. Like they're better. You know what I mean? Yes, you would get some rebounds, but you're not gonna get them all. So the same thing with perimeter defense. You shouldn't expect to stay in front of someone with 95 handle and you have 75 perimeter defense. You're gonna slide because that's what the game. That's the only way you can compute the difference in his handles versus your perimeter defense. So I'm not whatever with that. But yeah, I think that was a lot. We have a lot to talk about. Um, like, comment, subscribe to your boy Banks Boy Gaming. Add me on Xbox, Banks Boy 247. We will get it cracking next year. I'm gonna open a Discord coming up soon. I actually got one. I got a Discord called Stream House with me and my guy. We have a small community right now. If you see it, if you want to join, just hit me up. I'll add you in there. We can get it cracking. Anybody that's wanting to run games, if you're by yourself, just let me know. We'll get it cracking. Um, and yeah, that's it. Next week, what do we have next week? Hold on, let me pull up what we have next week for the drop. What's dropping next week? Let me see. Let me see. Mm.
Martin, I have to talk to you. I'm out, baby. What got you? Martin, I need to talk to you. It's important. Not now, Gina. I'm watching the game.
Not now, you're not.
All right. Next week we have
What's your damn mind?
August 4th, My Player Builder update. So next week we're gonna talk about the My Player Builder update, and I'm ready to see that. I seen something they said that the big guards are back, full in effect. I'm sorry this video is so long. It's 25 minutes, but it's a lot of stuff we talked about, a lot of things that's coming out, and we have to talk about it. So we're locked in. August 4th, the week of August 4th. Let me make sure I said it. The week of August 4th. I'm surprised they dropped it on Thursday. I thought they're gonna drop it Friday. Um, but yeah, we're gonna check out that My Builder. And I'm probably leaning towards a shooting guard again. You know how I go. If you play with me, you know. Shooting guard first, power forward second, point guard third, and then we're gonna go small forward or center after that. We don't know. But yeah, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. It's Banks, and we are out this mug. Let's go.